Procedure for using company and rental vehicles. Logistics service. Purpose. The purpose of this procedure is to define and regulate the use of vehicles belonging to HAM or one of its subsidiaries in the group and rental company. Obligations and procedures for. The Highway Code. Fines and fines. Insurance guidelines. Instructions to follow in the event of an accident. Respect for the vehicle entrusted to you. Vehicle maintenance. Please note that any breaches of these instructions may result in a summons to the HR and Logistics Department and, in extreme cases, sanctions. Vehicle use. Mandatory formalities. When purchasing the vehicle, you will be given the following documents. Authorization to use the vehicle. The gray card. The insurance certificate. The sticker certificate. Technical inspection, if applicable. The Heliotech emergency number card. Insurance statement form. Insurer card. The verification and control of the validity dates, insurance, technical inspection, emptying, is the responsibility of the user and to inform the logistics service before its expiration. Vehicle safety equipment. The entrusted vehicle is equipped with the following safety equipment: 2 yellow signaling vests, 1 warning triangle, 1 fire extinguisher, user control of expiration date. Safety equipment must be present at all times in the vehicle. In the event of damage or expiration of the date of verification of the fire extinguisher or its use, it is requested to expressly inform the logistics service. Highway Code. Please note that compliance with the Highway Code is an obligation and that any failure or violation of this code is the sole responsibility of the user and will not be covered by the company's obligations. Obligation to comply. Always have your papers and driving license with you. Do not leave vehicle papers in the vehicle when parking. Do not leave personal effects visible when parking. Do not leave valuable objects or means of payment in the vehicle. If these instructions and obligations are not followed, the company declines all liability in the event of theft. Fine and offense. In the event of an infraction of the highway code, the user of the vehicle will be held criminally liable for the infractions committed. Thus, he will have to pay the fines and bear all other consequences resulting from his bad actions. If the latter evades his obligations, he commits a fault that the Heliotech company may hold against him. In the event of withdrawal of the driving license or invalid driving license, the employee must immediately inform management and will no longer be able to use the company car until their situation is definitively regularized. Insurance rules. Company or subsidiary vehicles of the group are insured by insurance companies, mandated by Heliotech or subsidiary and rental company, and cover the designated user of the vehicle and these passengers. It is prohibited to entrust the vehicle to another driver. If the employee who has been entrusted with a transport vehicle for these trips during his mission uses another means of transport, except public transport, he must report this to the logistics department in writing and obtain from them the agreement. Said personal vehicle must be insured by the employee at his own expense and must transmit the certificates to Heliotech. As the insurance of the vehicle is not covered by the company's insurer, Heliotech will not take any action on the vehicle. Only support for the employee in the event of a bodily accident will be put in place for journeys to work by Heliotech. As the traffic conditions are quite dangerous, Heliotech does not recommend the use of two wheels, motorcycle type, during the employee's mission. If this were the case, Heliotech would decline all liability in the event of an accident. Respect for the vehicle. As soon as it is acquired, the employee must take care of the vehicle and its maintenance. He must respect regular cleaning, internally and externally. Any damage to the vehicle, mechanical and bodywork, caused by inappropriate driving may be the subject of a summons to the HR and logistics department. Any damage or negligence noted may be subject to deduction of repair costs. Vehicle maintenance. Heliotech owned vehicle. Vehicle maintenance is taken care of by Heliotech, complete overhaul, brake pads, discs. Procedures via the garage are carried out by the user depending on their mission location. Costs for routine maintenance will be reimbursed on an expense report, with supporting invoices. For major repairs, mechanics, bodywork, it is requested to contact the logistics department. in order to jointly define the procedures and the in charge. Rental vehicle. Maintenance reviews are carried out by the rental company. You are asked to inform the logistics department for reviews to be carried out 300 kilometers before the mileage defined by the review. For any breakdowns or failures noted, you have the obligation to contact the logistics service as soon as possible and not to carry out any troubleshooting or repair operation without the agreement of the logistics service and rental company. Noticed! For any type of vehicle, Heliotech or rental, you have the obligation to manage and respect the revisions to be carried out and to inform the logistics service of the mileage of the revisions. Procedures in the event of an accident. Accident or breakdown in urban areas. Collision without bodily harm. Turn on your hazard lights. Do not move the vehicle, or if necessary, take photos of the accident before moving the vehicle. Protect your passengers. Put on your reflective yellow vest. On the road, mark the accident using a pre-signaling triangle placed 200 meters upstream of the incident. Notify the Ham Logistics Department. Following the service instructions, notify the insurer and police if necessary. In the presence of the insurer, observer, drafting of the accident report. Accident or breakdown on a highway or motorway. A collision without serious injury. Turn on your hazard lights. Do not move the vehicle, or if necessary, take photos of the accident before moving the vehicle. Put on your reflective yellow vest. Keep your passengers safe, behind safety barriers. On the road, mark the accident using a pre-signaling triangle placed 200 meters upstream of the incident. Notify the Heliotech Logistics Department. Following the service instructions, notify the insurer and police if necessary. Notify the Highway Security Services on 50/50. In the presence of the insurer, the police, drafting of the accident and police report. All road accident. Collision with serious bodily injury. Heliotech will take all of the following rescue actions depending on the accident area. Call for help, if necessary depending on the situation. Call the insurance agency. Implementation of crisis action. Travel of a Heliotech person for treatment if the situation allows it, depending on the severity of the body, action to be carried out by the employee. Keep your passengers safe. If possible, depending on the severity of your body, get out of the vehicle and take shelter and put on your reflective yellow vest. Call for help either by 50/50 motorway or 15 civil protection in urban areas. Call the Heliotech emergency numbers. If your body's gravity does not allow you to exit the vehicle, remain calm and wait for help. When emergency services arrive, provide the Heliotech emergency card so that you can be directed to the hospital or clinic partnered by Heliotech. The insurer and Heliotech will carry out the accident report and police procedures. All road accident. Collision with serious bodily injury. Heliotech will take all of the following rescue actions depending on the accident area. Call for help, if necessary depending on the situation. Call the insurance agency. Implementation of crisis action. Travel of a Heliotech person for treatment if the situation allows it, depending on the severity of the body, action to be carried out by the employee. Keep your passengers safe. If possible, depending on the severity of your body, get out of the vehicle and take shelter and put on your reflective yellow vest. Call for help either by 5050 motorway or 15 civil protection in urban areas. Call the Heliotech emergency numbers. If your body's gravity does not allow you to exit the vehicle, remain calm and wait for help. When emergency services arrive, provide the Heliotech emergency card so that you can be directed to the hospital or clinic partnered by Heliotech. The insurer and Heliotech will carry out the accident report and police procedures. Obligation to comply. For safety reasons and a risk of very serious development of the state of health due to shock or bodily injury. It prohibits being driven to a hospital in a private vehicle. Only emergency vehicles are authorized and to assess the state of health of the victim. In the event of evacuation to a hospital, it is recommended that you keep your personal belongings with you, with vigilance, or entrust them to a trusted person or someone from Heliotech. You are required to call or have the Heliotech emergency number called. Communicate in the papers provided when purchasing the vehicle. Communicate in the papers provided when purchasing the vehicle. Thank you for your attention, and until next time, goodbye.